Hello, my treasures. It's time to rock out with some pack openings for Festival of Legends, along with some miscellaneous packs that I have saved up because they should, in theory, give us just festival cards. Though I might be a little bit wrong, we'll test it out with the first pack, and if it doesn't only give those, then we'll skip those for now. So let's actually begin one of those, and then we'll go to the golden if this doesn't work how I think it's going to work. Okay, it doesn't work how I think it's going to work. We are going to save those for later then. We're going to start with these golden ones, see if we can get any golden legendaries. Never on the first pack, but that's fine. Okay, this artwork is so cool. Gotta be careful with these two. We should be guaranteed at least one legendary just because there's 10 packs. I haven't actually paid much attention to the Theorycraft streams because I wanted to Theorycraft a bunch of decks myself and I didn't want to be influenced by that. So I am looking for the Fatigue Warlock cards for one. Oh, Golden Epic, that's cool. And I was actually kind of shocked from what I've heard that the spell for Druid is a lot better than I originally expected. I expected that card not to be playable at all, but some people had really good luck with it. Synchronize, this should be a card to watch out for too. Maybe not in this set, maybe in a future set, but it definitely is going to be one of those cards that will become better as time goes on. Okay, we're approaching the 10 pack mark. There we go. Oh, that is probably one of the worst ones we could have got. That's fine. I do want to do something with this card. I don't know what in particular. I think you're probably going to want to use it in... Oh, holy shit. 3 golden epics in one pack. The second one of this has a golden card. Okay. That's actually kind of cool. I would assume you're probably going to want to use it in like a Lothar deck and then like OTK your opponent with a Grom. But that's not always going to be possible. Maybe use Trench Stalker. The only issue with it is the fact that it does nothing on the turn you play it. If it also affected the battlefield, it might be a little bit better. Adios Splitter is interesting. I know people are using that in combination with Pyroblast and able to do like 60 plus damage in a single turn, which is insane, but turns out Thaddeus may or may not be a problem. I could see that card getting changed. Oh, there we go. There's some of the Fatigue Warlock support. But we'll see how good Thaddeus is. I don't think this will be playable at all. The Rifts are interesting, but again, don't know how playable. Then, oh, Stereo Totem. Perfect for those Menagerie Warrior decks that don't actually want to run any Warrior cards. Oh, there we go. Moon. Hey. I guess we're a warrior main in this set. I don't think Voon is as bad as people are expecting it to actually be. I'm pretty sure he's just a better version of his previous version. Which doesn't really say much. The previous version wasn't that good, per se. Just because they never really gave Warrior too many good dragon cards. And he cost a little bit too much. This should be good though, the Guitar Soloist. And draw power is always nice for Druid. Okay, that Eye of Shadow is one of those cards that I don't know why it needed to be printed, because it's just such a boring card. And it reminds me of another card, I just can't remember its name right now. In the past. And it's been a while since I've actually looked at anything Hearthstone related. Well, I shouldn't say anything. Standard Hearthstone related. Been like a week. I took an actual week off for the most part. I edited some shorts and stuff, but you know, that's always fun. I'm glad to see tradable is going to be an evergreen keyword. That was such a good keyword. I'm curious if any other keywords are going to make their way into be evergreen eventually. I know magnetic has come back with the new core set, which is kind of interesting. I don't know what that necessarily... Ooh, rewind is cool. I don't know what that necessarily means in the long run, but it could in theory mean something really fun. Could get a lot of mechs. guess, next set or one of the sets during this rotation. Or they'll just rotate them out randomly. I do think we lost more in the rotation from the core set than we actually gained. Most of the legendaries from the new core set, I don't think are going to be that playable. Oh, that has tradable. I forgot it had tradable. And 2 crescendos too. That's really good for what I want to do. One downside about being a Hearthstone channel that doesn't have access to the Theorycraft streams is all my content is going to be like after all of the other people. And a lot of the crazy wacky ideas have already been found, which is a little bit of shame because I don't like covering the same exact deck, but sometimes I will. We'll probably cover something using Tony if we can actually get Tony here. Huh. Oh, I was going to say, hey, ask and you shall receive. DJ is actually performing better, I think, than people were originally expecting. It's an insane amount of mana cheat if you can get a lot of Pyroblasts. They're not always going to count like 1 or 2 or whatever, but doing 10 damage to your opponent's face is insane. I also really want to try something with a Rainbow Death Knight. I think Rainbow Death Knight might be a real fun deck to try out this set. But that also requires us to open up the legendary for Rainbow. Let's see if we can actually get it. I mean, I still have 6k gold. So even if we don't get it today, I can, in theory, get it next week. And I have enough dust, so it doesn't even matter in the long run. And all the dust or extra dust we get from this should be enough. There we go. The second spotlight. Oh shit, 2 epics in the same pack. I don't think Hollow Tech or Technician is going to be that playable, but it's interesting to see a lot of the recurring characters. I think every class... Oh, there's our legendary. What is it going to be? Come on, something cool. Oh, Cage-Head. That could be fun to play around with too. I'm Boar Death Knight or Rainbow Death Knight. Oh, we were so close to the card that I really wanted to. Because I wanted the legendary spell for that class. And so far, I'm actually kind of happy with what we've gotten. I mean, we still have 100 or so packs, so we're in actually a pretty decent position. I don't know, I can't think of what the average is off the top of my head. I really want to open up a signature card. The signature cards for this set look really good. I probably should have streamed this. That would have been a better idea. Oh, well, there's always next time. And there's a lot of cards in this set that, while they don't look good right now, they look like something that will be very good with 1 or 2 additional support cards. But if it's of course, the whole. Okay. I'm never going to be able to pronounce that card's name. It's interesting to see we're getting the epics in pairs. I wonder if that's just some type of bug with the packs. Cosmic Keyboard. But yeah, what I was saying is there's a lot of decks that look like they're 1 or 2 cards away from being really good. But if we go into a similar position where we were with Fel Warlock, then they might never ever get support until they rotate out. I'm happy that Overload Shaman got a lot of support, even if it's after the questline rotates out, but it's still fine in the long run. It would be cool if they actually focused on the class keywords. But I guess that would also require them to make keywords for each individual class, and there's a few that don't have them still. Paladin technically doesn't have it, even though Divine Shield is kind of their thing. Warrior doesn't have one. Bridge Rift. I guess we're going to rift our way to victory here. But I think Warrior, Paladin, Warlock are the 3 classes without a keyword at this point. Let me know if I'm forgetting a keyword. But I think those are the 3 that don't technically have a keyword. There also might be another class I'm forgetting that doesn't have one either. Hunter. Hunter doesn't really. I guess they try to make Rush Hunter's thing, but they never went well. I'm shocked that they don't just bring back Charge and make it mainly just a warrior keyword. because a lot of the cards that have charge recently have been warrior based. I know there's Freebird as a neutral card, which is a deck that I really want to try out. I just don't know what class you're going to fit it in besides Rogue. Oh ho, there's our legendary Fizzle. Yeah, I wonder if this card is going to actually fizzle or not, because it looks really good on paper, but if you don't have other ways to get additional copies of him so you can go infinite, I don't know how useful he's going to be in the long run. It makes getting your combo a lot easier if you need certain cards in your hand at a certain point. Use it in combination with Finley to rotate everything back or whatever. But I am just kind of curious of how that card's going to work out in the end. Potentially really good combo maker. Most of the time, probably not. Okay, volume up. I didn't look at the Theorycraft stream, so let me know if this lets you choose. Oh, it is. It is discover copy one. So yeah, you're always going to choose whatever one that you want the additional copies of. So like Light Show is going to be real fun with that card. Light Show or Kane Mage might be really fun. I know Light Show's what, 3 cost? But it's not the easiest thing to spam out, especially with no mana cheat outside of Mana Storm. 2 Monster Drakes. I think we have all the comments at this point. So we're just looking for maybe rares, epics, and legendaries. But I think the rares we probably all have too. There's Rewind. We'll pay attention at this point, because I really wasn't paying attention to where we were when it came to rares. Ruby Cat. I know for a fact we saw 2 Rewind. So if we... Oh, hey, there's Light Show. A golden Light Show is actually pretty cool. Okay. Probably the worst epic in the entire set. If someone finds a way to break that, that's going to be funny, but I don't think you're going to be able to break it. I mean, Menagerie is the best home, but a lot of the soloists just look awful. Like, I love what they were trying to do, but they just don't do enough by modern Hearthstone standards. Like, if they came out 2-3 years ago, a lot of them would have been playable, but I think the majority are just not going to be played. I could be wrong. Don't get me wrong. I've been wrong on cards before, and there's... Okay, that was the 3rd report, so we do know for a fact we do have all the rares, and that's the 3rd one of that. We're actually not being that lucky with our legendaries today. I was incredibly lucky with the last set, but... Oh, hey, Freebird. Trying to think what other class... Volume up, perfect. Trying to think, besides Rogue, I guess Hunter. But Rogue just has a way to bounce everything back. That's the main problem. And Northshire Farmer is gone, so you're not going to have that card to get additional copies. It's going to be interesting to see if someone finds a different way to use it, or it's just not going to be. And Meleomania is actually probably a pretty decent card for aggro, I would assume, but it also depends on like how many cheap minions you can spam out in a single turn, because again, Shaman ain't the class known for mana cheat, so... And Stereo Totem is a really good card for Shaman. Or even Menagerie Shaman. There's Rewind. Yeah. If we weren't convinced that we actually have all the epics, now we do. Okay. What card? Well, we're missing a shit ton of the epics. We're missing... We only opened like 3 legendaries, which is a shock. We're like hitting the legendary pity counter every single time today, it looks like. It's not a good sign. I have the dust for the rest of the set if I really wanted to. There was Fatigue Warlock support that I just went over. That is something that I really did want to play around with, so we'll see how it out in the end. I do think there's a menagerie deck. I don't know which class that's going to want to use it. There we go. Oh man, this is actually a really good pack. If we can find ways to make additional copies of Heartbreaker, I think there's a OTK strategy there. Just getting multiple copies. Because I think Circle of Healing still exists in Standard. Correct me if I'm wrong there. I could be completely wrong. But if it is, if you can get additional copies, should be good. Isn't there a Priest card in the set that gives you a copy of a minion on board? Then you need some mana cheat. I need to get the creative juices flowing to think of a bunch of decks. I think after I finish recording and editing this, I'll make like 3 or 4 decks, and then I'll do another 3 or 4 tomorrow. And then Tuesday, I'll upload that. And then we'll figure out from there. The break's been kind of nice, but at the same time, I've been bored out of my mind for the last week. Hey, free bird number 2, we're free falling. Bunches of bananas. Come on, I would take any legendary right now. I know we just got one a few packs ago, but I really feel like we're hitting the pity counter for every single one. And I do not like being in that position. You know, where's my streamer luck when I need it, you know? Breakdance. That was the first Breakdance, right? I mean, it is a epic, so one of those cards that a lot of people are. They really should have rotated out Shadow Step. If you give a new card that is basically Shadow Step but gives you a little bit of board advantage, why not just, you know, get rid of Shadow Step? I get it. Freebird is a rogue card, but it's a neutral card. Whoa. Eventually in our class we'll be able to use it, but right now that's how it's going to be. Hunter might use it too, just because it's a charged minion that you can discover off of a selected breeder. 2 synchronized in the same pack. I guess they're synchronized with each other. I'm shocked we haven't ran into any signature cards, unless they're disabled. Because I know there's non-legendary ones. Though those could be disabled because they're on the reward track. 23 packs to go. Probably going to end up with 1 more legendary, 2 if we're lucky. And I am not trusting my luck right about now. My luck does not look like it's here with me today. Man, this opening was not good. Not good at all. Wish I had a little bit more packs to open, which is weird to say. I wish I could. Hey, Breakdance number 2, that's good. I wish I could buy. Oh, hey. That's going to be a fun card to play around with. I don't know how well, it should be pretty useful because it always lets you use the last 2 mana if it's the last 2 mana. And it's something that you can get infinite resources out. Should be fun. Alright, can we in the last 15 packs get another legendary? I am dumbfounded at the fact that we don't have any signature legendaries. I would have assumed we would have got one, because I'm pretty sure the rate of signature legendaries is quicker than golden legendaries. And we are opening up like 150 packs, which is not necessarily... Oh, hey! Oh, shit, it's Tony. Perfect. That is probably the one I wanted the most. Out of all the signature legendaries, I know it's not the coolest, but I may or may not be biased towards a real fun, gimmicky card and one that's a pirate, you know? That's perfect. I guess we just have to speak it into existence. Okay, can we end in the last 9 packs another legendary? That would be great. I know we're probably not going to be able to, but it would be great. Come on, come on, come on. Either way, it's fine. I don't think we've had the best opening that I've ever had, but I don't think this is the worst per se. Actually, it might be. Because we do have the pre-order bonuses. I guess whatever else is in the reward tracks. And the 60 or so packs that I have. On last 2 packs, can we end on a high note? 1 more to go. Please, please, please. Something comes to something. I guess my luck has ran out with this set. Okay, let's see what we got. I don't think we've done as well as I usually do. We're going to look at Festival. We got 1. Oh, okay. I was going to say, did we get 3 of those? But 2, 3. I forgot we got both of the Mage Legendaries. 4, 5, 6. We did terrible. This is the 7. Okay, maybe we tied with our worst 8. I mean, this is one of the better ones that we could have got, or one of the ones that I really, really wanted. So I'm not too sad that we got the signature version of him, but man, this pack opening was not that good. Can't remember. I got like 14 legendaries last set, so I guess they evened out with each other. But let me know down below what cards you're most looking forward to using, and how many legendaries you opened up. I'm really curious because it felt like the legendaries were a lot rarer in this set than they normally are. And like always, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, bye bye.